San Jose greenlights new hospital for Kaiser. Is your house in a fire zone? How much tax does the Santa Clara County Assessor take from us every year? How not to take real estate photos, Los Gatos House of the Week, price reductions, and the highs and lows of Silicon Valley. Let's get moving here. Kaiser, which is right down the street from me. I go there all the time for my kids, for my checkups, for my doctors there. They're actually got the go ahead to rebuild everything. And here's the reason why they're doing this. It would have cost them about half as much to retrofit everything for earthquakes and modernization for the existing 162 bed hospital. So they figured, let's double it and make it all brand new and modern. And here we go. How much it's going to cost, we don't know. But once they start breaking ground, it's going to take 3 to 4 years to complete the construction. This is actually good. Now, if Kaiser down, it's off of Cottle, it's older. It's 1970s style. It's very dated. They have a couple newer buildings in where the surgery center is, but Kaiser in Santa Clara County is brand spanking new. It's maybe 10 years old, and they just rebuilt the one in San Mateo. I was there yesterday to get blood drawn and another appointment, and I'm happy about this. Here's the thing, right? Where is it going to be? This is the old original building, the 1970s building. Are they going to tear it down? Or are they going to put it right here where the parking is? Eventually, these single-story buildings will be removed. If you know where this is, it's South San Jose. It's good. I'm happy. There's a tall building here. This is where they put patients. And the good thing about this is if you do have to go into the hospital and stay a while, you get single patient rooms. That's great. They have PT, physical training. They have all sorts of other clinical type work there. They have x-ray, all that stuff there too. I'm really happy to see what they're doing. Glad for that. Is your house in a fire zone? Probably is if you're in the hills. I just did the Los Gatos House of the Week, and it's actually in the fire zone. But since the internet is what the internet is, we'll take a look at this real quick. The reason I bring this up is because if your house is in a high fire zone, you're going to be paying California Fair Plan. Your insurance carriers will not take it. Matter of fact, they're pulling out. I heard 70,000 insurance clients are being removed from State Farm. So it seems like State Farm is just walking away from everything here. I have a house coming up for sale over here, and they canceled. It wasn't State Farm, it was somebody else, but they just canceled it because their roof was 10 years old and it didn't look like it was in good shape. Insurance is a big problem right now. If you're looking for homes in the hills, just be aware that your insurance is going to be a lot more expensive. I'm looking to eventually move down here because my hope is that my daughters go to school at Santa Cruz. I've been looking at houses all over in this area. And what I've noticed is it's right along Highway 1 is a fire line. It's the fire break. So everything on this side, which is more expensive than on this side, is within the fire. And I even took a look this weekend in Watsonville. I don't know if I'm good for Watsonville, but just something to be aware of. Taxes does the Santa Clara County Assessor take from us every year? $8 billion. As a matter of fact, I got the number right here, $6.8 billion. And this is what was assessed for FY 22-23. There's a nice document right here, explains who big taxpayers are, Google, PG&E, etc. What's on the tax bill, it kind of explains it. This link is in my blog, and if you want it, go to my blog and take it. It's free for you to take a look at. Where does the money go? Most of it goes to schools, and then community college, and then also county and city. Every city gets a portion of your property tax. A lot of it goes to roads and everything else. So very important for you to understand where your taxes go. $6.8 billion. This is for last year. This is what they collected. And my assumption is it's going to be a little bit more this year. We'll find out. That segment of this episode of this video is brought to you by the Home Inspection Checklist. If you're thinking about selling your house, this inspection checklist will give you a honey-do list that lets you fix things that inspectors will look at. Los Gatos House of the Week, not my listing, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, almost 3,800 square feet, built in 2000. It's a pretty little house. Because it's 2000, my feel is like they tore down a majority of it and then rebuilt it. But everything about this house is old world charm, Victorian setup, Tudor elevation, I believe. Yeah, it's a really nice looking house. Again, the link is down in my blog, so go take a look. We've had 206 price reductions so far. Last week it went down a little bit, but this week it's up again, and it's pretty normal, but that's because our supply went up just a tad bit, which we'll look at in a few minutes. These are the highs and lows of Silicon Valley. And stay tuned because I have how not to take photos for your home sale. This is the highest sold house in Santa Clara County in Saratoga, 5 bedroom, 6.5 baths, almost 6,900 square feet, and 1.3 acres, built in 2003. Take a quick look at this beauty. It's a great deal because you look at something like this up in Los Altos and you're in the 20s. It's just a beautiful house. Everything about this is a majestic house, and it's in Saratoga. The lowest sold house in Santa Clara County is in Morgan Hill. I believe this is a 55 plus, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 500 square feet. And there's an ADU that's 2,300 square feet. Because it's over, you're paying $220 a month in an HOA. Highest active, this one, actually, I talked about it yesterday, La Vida Real. Not my listing, but 5 bedroom, 7 and 5 half baths, 21,000 square feet, and a mere paltry $40 million. This is an architectural modern home, and it's beautiful. Everything about it is really well done. I want to get to inside. When you have 80 photos, it's hard to show. I think MLS needs to drop it back down to 25 to 30 photos because everything in it, look at the rolling ceilings. It's beautiful. Big, huge open area for your living room. Imagine the parties you can have here in Los Altos Hills. Right. From an exquisite beauty to how not to sell or how not to take photos. Now, this website gives very wide, stretched out photos, so just bear with me here. This is more of a farm land, but I want to go through and show you why this is a bad thing. When you go to sell a house, you want to make sure it's clean, bright, and airy. You're selling it as is, but you have personal effects, get rid of it. I know you're still living there, but clean up and tidy up your house and don't put your face in the mirror. Yes, that's the photographer. Looks like the owner taking the picture of the house. You can clean all that up, pack it up, box it up, because guess what? You're moving. Pack up all your stuff and take a high quality photo if you're going to do that. And clean up all your stuff. Everything is wrong about this. So I'm excited to see how long this one takes to sell. It's not my listing.